ए जगत में ज्ञानी ताहे बखान वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Brothers and sisters, we have gathered here today, on one hand, thanking our state assembly representatives, those who have done a marvelous task of recognizing a great prophet of humankind, a great prophet of human rights, a great prophet of civil liberties, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, through a proclamation, and they have come personally here today to give that proclamation to the representatives of Sikh community. We are really thankful to all the assembly members and all those well-wishers of the Sikh nation, those who are recognizing that in today's world, how important are civil rights, how important are human rights. Today, by coincidence, is the day which we call Bandi Chhod Day, meaning who freed everybody from the bondage. And for the respectable assemblywoman, the day represents that when 6th Guru, Guru Har Gobind Sahib, was imprisoned in Gwalior Fort as a political dissident, and eventually the ruler of the time realized his folly and wanted to release him, but he set the precondition, and the precondition was that all other 52 princes, kings, those who were political dissidents, who were imprisoned there in the Gwalior Fort, the precondition was until unless they are not let off or they are not released, I won't come out. And that is why for almost 4 centuries, this day is so important for us, which set those very bases, that on the basis of your independent thinking, freedom of expression, which our founding fathers of this country made as a part of First Amendment when US Constitution, after almost 10 years of Declaration of Independence, was approved. So this is very important that you have come on this very day to give this proclamation. At the same time, we are going through a crisis, COVID-19, and 30 million Sikh nation around the globe. Their presence is in more than 150 countries. They have shown to the whole of humanity that just not we are doing things symbolically, but how central is humanism, how central is human pain to the Sikh minds. While people were in their homes, not coming out, hundreds of thousands of Sikhs around the globe were coming out, serving the needy with the food, with the masks, with the sanitizers, with whatever needs it was. This is the core value of humanitarianism, which is imbibed in Sikhism. And the words with which I started my presentation was, and these are the words of great 9th Guru, to whom this proclamation is being dedicated: fear none, scare none. That in this world, nobody has the right to force his or her views on somebody, and nobody has the right to scare people for their beliefs. And on the other hand, a spiritual being, an honorable human being is who neither terrorizes anybody nor gets terrorized. And this is very important in today's world. And certainly, we are talking about democracy today, the very muddy kind of controversial elections we have passed through. But still, as Americans, we believe in the core values which our founding fathers have given to us: democracy, liberty, freedom of expression. But unfortunately, in a country like India, which for many Americans even today, they consider it as the largest democracy on this planet, I'd like to mention that even Amnesty International, which is the embodiment of human rights around the globe, coming into being in 1960s, the wonderful work Amnesty International has done. But last month, Amnesty International had to close all its offices in India as they are not letting them operate. And I'll remind our representative here that United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, which came with the mandate of the Congress, their delegations has not been given visa for the last many years to visit India, and we are going through the worst times in that part of the world. Our basic liberties are being suppressed. Even today in our Indian occupied Punjab, the very backbone of the economy, farmers, they are out on the streets. They are coming up with the laws that their basic land is being snatched away from them. And this is very important. We welcome the change in White House, as we are hoping that what US policy had been in the last 4 years, where a dictator in India was given full backing by US decision makers, I think that will change. And we are not just the voice of 30 million Sikhs, we are representing 200 million Muslims of India as well, more than 60 million Kashmiris, those who have been under the double lockdown for the last 15 months. We are the voice of those so-called untouchables, those who are being suppressed for centuries. Their daughters are being raped, burnt. Every day there are news. And as the Sikhs, it is our duty as being the citizens of United States of America, we are working towards making this society, this country better. But as being the Sikhs of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, we can't be silent when we see injustice anywhere. And the great Martin Luther King once said, injustice anywhere is the threat to justice everywhere. And we thank our Assemblywomen and all other representatives, those who have recognized Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib as really the champion of human rights. And I am waiting for that day, that thou we celebrate December 10th as the Human Rights Day, as that was the day when on December 10th, 1948, UN Charter of Human Rights was accepted. But we are hoping one day the United Nations will recognize Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib's Martyrdom Day as the real human rights sacrifice day, a day for civil liberties. And thank you very much for being here. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.